Breaking today, Prince Harry's courtroom dramas are set to cost him £1.5 million.
I think Meghan is is an absolute nightmare of a woman, and I do have my suspicions that he ended up with her out of some sort of trauma response to the
£5 million of his own money sunk into another disastrous case, and he doesn't have this money anymore, does he? I mean, I know there's the inheritance from the late Queen Mother, and he is still sitting on the nest egg from Princess Diana, but remember, their outgoings are so extraordinarily large. What are you hearing about the financial situation and why this is potentially motivating this attempt at peace talks with King Charles?
Yes, well, it's extremely difficult for him because Meghan uses so much money. They have so many people who try to look after them, all four of them. It's 3 a day, so they get an awful...
Okay, hold on to your seats and grab that popcorn because the royal drama just got nuclear. Word on the street, Prince Harry is spiraling. And no, this isn't just about his emotions. We're talking cold, hard cash slipping through his fingers like sand at the beach. So here's the tea. According to royal biographer Angela Levin, yes, that Angela, Harry is drowning in lawsuits, and one of those cases, a jaw-dropping £1.5 million legal circus. That's not a typo. One case, £1.5 million. And Meghan? Well, let's just say she's not exactly on a budget. Couture gowns, diamonds for days, a mega mansion with 3 staff per person. Yes, PR person. It's giving Hollywood royalty, not former royals with a PR problem. Angela's saying Harry's finances are in shambles. Sure, he's got some inheritance tucked away from Princess Diana and the Queen Mother. But with Meghan's taste? That's vanishing faster than champagne at a royal wedding. But wait, it gets worse. That £1.5 million case? It's against the Daily Mail and it's a mess. The judge? Furious. And here's why. Harry's legal team might have been paying people for evidence. We're talking shady PIs, thousands in cash, even reaching out to respected public figures like Baroness Lawrence via text. From Harry himself. Yes, really. Angela Levin didn't sugarcoat it. She called the whole situation dirty and dodgy. And the whispers? Even Meghan's mom, Doria, has reportedly backed away from the chaos. Allegedly, she's done with the royal drama too. Now, if you've lost track of this courtroom soap opera, because Meghan's next rebrand drops faster than we can keep up, let me give you the whole hot mess recap. So Harry, in his ultimate I've had enough moment, went to war with the British tabloids. He teamed up with celebs like Elton John and Elizabeth Hurley to sue Associated Newspapers, the company behind the Daily Mail. Their claim? That the tabloids were out here like secret agents, planting bugs, hiring private investigators, tapping phones, breaking into homes. We're talking Netflix-level drama, but it's real. But once they got to court, everything unraveled, fast. The judge hit Harry's team with a bombshell question. Had they paid anyone for evidence? And guess what? Whispers started flying about secret payments. One PI, Gavin Burrows, was allegedly on a £5,000 a month deal. Yikes. Even worse, the court thought Harry's team's explanations were incoherent. That's legal talk for, are you kidding me? But here's the real shocker. Harry himself allegedly texted Baroness Doreen Lawrence, trying to pull her into this legal mess. And this is the same woman whose son's tragic murder was championed by the Daily Mail. They put the names of the suspects on the front page, bold. So now Harry's involvement, let's just say it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And the drama doesn't stop. Evidence suddenly vanished. Just gone. Key files deleted, including messages between Harry and his spare ghostwriter. Coincidence? The court's not buying it. And the judge? Rumor has it he's this close to throwing the whole case out unless Harry confesses who got paid and how much. Meanwhile, Harry's finances? Flatlining. Meghan's still spending like she's got a Marvel paycheck. Private chefs, luxury stylists, PR firms on speed dial, and their California palace? 16 bathrooms for what? Angela Levin says Harry's in real financial danger. Maybe he's got some old royal coins stashed away, but let's be real, Spotify dropped them. Netflix is getting bored. That cushion? It's deflating. And the saddest part? Harry's still out here thinking he's the old Prince Charming, that the world's still listening. But spoiler, they're not. The applause has stopped. The headlines have shifted. He's no longer the cheeky prince with the world at his feet. The soldier, the smiling grandson of the Queen. That version of Harry, gone. What we're seeing now is a man desperately trying to control a narrative no one's buying anymore. The fairy tale has cracked. The golden couple, they've turned into late-night punchlines. And their rebellion, without direction, it just looks like a PR disaster.
How does your mom feel about your relationship with your brother now?
I think she would be sad. I think she'd be looking at it long term to know that there are certain things that we need to go through to be able to heal the relationship. I have felt the presence of my mum more so in the last 2 years than I have in the last.
Let's talk about Harry's plan, or rather, lack of one. He's turned his vendetta against the press into a full-time job. Millions spent, years dragged through courtrooms, and the public, half of them don't even understand the lawsuits anymore. And the other half, they just don't care. His royal weight, gone. He's not pulling the same attention in court, on camera, or in Hollywood. His obsession with these lawsuits has trapped him. He's fighting ghosts while the rest of the world moved on. And these cases? Black holes, draining his money, draining his name. Once seen as a victim now, he's just another royal swinging at shadows. And Meghan, she's not exactly pulling him out of it. If anything, they're spiraling. Lavish spending, PR obsession, tone-deaf moves. Montecito was supposed to be a fresh start. But that $14 million mansion, the 16 bathrooms, the $2 million yearly security bill, that's not freedom. That's a gilded cage, a glamorous illusion hiding a total meltdown. Their support system, gone. Royal family, estranged. The British public, over it. Americans, getting skeptical. Even allies like Tyler Perry. Word is he's ready to drop receipts. Real ones. It's clear now, Harry and Meghan have lost the plot. Their mission to escape the royal firm has turned into self-sabotage. One step forward, 2 scandals back. A podcast goes live, 2 lawsuits drop. A glamorous photo gets posted. An insider speaks out, and those insiders, they're piling up. Staff, PR teams, ex-employees, they're all stepping away and spilling tea. Fast turnover, chaos, burnout, emotional breakdowns. One insider said, she was lovely at first, but after 6 weeks, the mask slipped. It's a pattern, repeated. And now, even their money's screaming for help. Spotify, gone. Netflix, delaying payments, donations to their foundation, down 30%. Their image team, quit. They even ditched Sunshine Sachs, the firm that built their public profile in the first place. That's not a pivot. That's crisis mode. And Meghan's With Love brand, crumbling. Critics are tearing it apart. Everything from her cookware to her cooking credibility is under fire. Meghan's response? This is a thing in 2025. Tone deaf much? And Tyler Perry, the man who housed them, backed them, sheltered them, he's reportedly sitting on hours of recordings, unfiltered convos, real receipts, discussions about playing the victim, about controlling the narrative, about what really happened when the cameras were off. And after Meghan allegedly cut him off post-scandal, Tyler's got a plan. One that includes clips of Harry saying, Netflix didn't like the truth we wanted to tell. Another clip, Meghan allegedly strategizing how to frame certain family members. Yikes. They're not just minor leaks. These are nuclear. Harry's low-key return to the UK, that wasn't about duty, that was panic. He's running back to the only place where people still call him Prince. In Hollywood, he's just another headline. So here we are, watching the fairy tale burn in real time. Harry and Meghan, once the golden couple, now a living cautionary tale about ego, ambition, and a whole lot of mismanagement. And let's be real, what once felt like a romantic rebellion against royal stuffiness, it's now looking like full-blown chaos. Netflix is bored, Spotify is out, book sales, stale, their PR machine, dead in the water. The irony, the very press Harry and Meghan have been fighting for years is now the only thing keeping them relevant, but not in the way they want. Nobody's tuning in to watch their love story anymore. What people are watching? The downfall, the unraveling, the behind-the-scenes backstabbing. It's juicier than The Crown, and it's not scripted. And the public? We're not being cruel, we're just tired. Tired of the victimhood, tired of the flip-flopping, tired of the contradictions. People wanted to root for them, they did root for them, but somewhere along the way, Harry and Meghan stopped trying to connect and started trying to control. And in that moment, they lost the only thing that ever truly mattered. Trust. Let's not forget, once upon a time they were a symbol of progress, of breaking the mold, of doing things differently. People saw hope in them, but that's buried now, under years of spin, scandals, leaks, and silence when the truth got inconvenient. And now, the cracks are showing, loudly.
How would your mom feel about your relationship with your brother now?
I think she would be sad. I think she'd be looking at it long term, to know that there are certain things that we need to go through to be able to heal the relationship.
You guessed it, another problem for Harry. Apparently, Prince Harry and Meghan just became the joke of the night on Saturday Night Live. Yep, Colin Jost didn't hold back on Weekend Update. With that smug smirk of his, he looked right into the camera and dropped this line. The UK has agreed to a trade deal with the US, and all they want in return is that we keep these two. Bam! Cue a picture of Harry and Meghan, and the crowd lost it, the timing, brutal, the delivery, icy. But most importantly, it hit, because SNL doesn't just poke fun at anyone. That joke cemented something we already knew. Harry and Meghan are no longer untouchable. They're punchlines now. And just like that, the internet lit up. again. While Meghan's out here trying to rebrand with her new lifestyle ventures and sweet Instagram posts, this moment, it was a wake-up call. The world hasn't forgotten. And trust, the internet never does. Oh, and did you catch the timing? Just after that roast, NBC announced a Suits spin-off set in Los Angeles. And the plot? About Meghan's character juggling law with a struggling, unemployed immigrant husband. Coincidence? Come on. The writers knew what they were doing. And the web? It did what it always does. Dug deep. Fast. Suddenly, old photos resurfaced. One showed a woman eerily like Meghan, lounging on a yacht, sipping champagne, rocking oversized sunglasses. This wasn't some blurry pap shot. It looked like influencer paradise circa 2010. No names, but sleuths. They made their guesses loud and clear, and that's when the story cracked again. The big questions started floating around. What if Meghan didn't just stumble into a prince's arms? What if this was all intentional? The right parties, the right people, the right timing. And whether true or not, that idea. It messes with the whole love story, the one people wanted to believe, the second chance fairy tale, the rule breaker romance. And once that narrative starts cracking, it's hard to stop the leak. But the photo wasn't the problem. It was what the image represents. That growing disconnect between Meghan's polished public image and the version of her that keeps leaking out. In jokes, in whispers, in headlines. Adding even more fuel, another former staff member spoke out. And it was ugly. She said working under Meghan felt dehumanizing. And remember how we mentioned the staff turnover? Apparently it's worse than anyone reported. Since their move to Montecito, dozens of employees have come and gone. Assistants, PR teams, stylists, nannies. No one sticks around, and that doesn't happen by accident. And just when you thought the PR couldn't get worse, Meghan dropped a sweet, tender Mother's Day post. A warm hug with Archie and Lilibet. Pure, wholesome, maternal energy. But 2 days before that, she and Harry were spotted living it up at Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter concert. VIP box, champagne, cozy selfies. Harry kissing her cheek like nothing else existed. From the outside, a couple in love, living the dream. But behind the scenes, Page 6 dropped the truth bomb. Harry's been shut out by the royal family. One source said it plainly, nobody trusts him anymore. And it's not just about him, it's Meghan too. As a unit, the trust is gone. Forgiveness might be possible one day, but forget? Never. And guess what? Saturday Night Live wasn't done. Colin Jost dropped another zinger, calling Meghan someone who rewrites her past depending on who she's trying to impress. Ouch. That one stuck. Because that narrative, it's been gaining steam online for months. People are picking through old interviews. Reddit users are pulling receipts, comparing photos, matching metadata. It's like a digital detective show. But the plot is real, and it's messy. And just when we thought it couldn't go deeper, people started revisiting that Oprah interview. You know the one, where Meghan and Harry said someone in the royal family questioned how dark their baby would be. It was a global shockwave, but not everyone believed it. Even Chris Rock joked about it in his stand-up. That's not racist, he said. Even black people want to know how brown the baby's going to be. Controversial? Absolutely. But it showed one thing. Harry and Meghan are no longer shielded by sympathy. They're open game for everyone. And through all this, Harry is panicking. You can see it in every move. The quiet return to the UK, the desperation in the lawsuits, the media silence that isn't strategic, it's fearful. He's cornered, financially, publicly, emotionally. So what's next? That's the $100 million Netflix deal question. Will they pivot, reinvent, come clean, or will they double down? Blame the press again? Keep burning through what's left of their support, their brand, and their bank account. Only time will tell. But whatever happens next, you know we'll be here with the popcorn.